Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study a topic in biology called reproduction. Reproduction is the process used by an organism in producing offspring in its environment. This reproduction is the way an organism ensures continuity of life. We are going to study this topic with questions and answers for better understanding. The first question we have here says, a mode of reproduction whereby the fertilized eggs are retained in the female's body and the embryos develop using the stored food in the eggs is best described as dash A. Ovoviviparity, B. Viviparity, C. Oviparity, D. Ejaculation. In this question, the correct answer is A. Ovoviviparity. So this ovoviviparity is a type of reproduction whereby an organism produces offspring by laying eggs, but the offspring that will come out from the egg will be in the body. The egg will be inside the body of that organism. So when the egg hatches inside the body of such organism, the offspring will come out. The offspring will find its way outside the body of the parent organism, and at the end of the day, the parent organism will die. This kind of reproduction is observed in some species of snake. The next question says, the form of reproduction common in protists is dash A. Binary fission, B. Spore formation, C. Budding, D. Fragmentation. In this question, the correct answer is A. Binary fission. So, binary fission is a type of asexual reproduction whereby an organism produces offspring by dividing into two equal parts. This type of reproduction is common among microbial organisms such as protists. Many protists like amoeba, paramecium reproduce through this process. Even some species of bacteria also reproduce through binary fission. The next question says, the type of reproduction that brings variation in a population is dash A. Asexual reproduction, B. Sexual reproduction, C. All of the above, D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that involves the use of gametes in production of offspring, and these gametes usually come from two different parents. So variation means differences that exist in a population. So during sexual reproduction, the male will contribute a sperm cell, the female will contribute the egg cell. So when the egg cell combine with the sperm cell, zygote will be formed, and that zygote will undergo some development to leading to production of the offspring, which will now have some traits from the male parents and some traits from the female parents. The next question says, which of the following carry out both sexual and asexual reproduction? A. Lizard, B. Toad, C. Hydra, D. Dog. In this question, the correct answer is C. Hydra. So among these options, this hydra is an organism that can reproduce through asexual means, and it can also reproduce through sexual means. The next question says, in animals, The development of young ones from unfertilized eggs is known as dash A. Parthenogenesis, B. Parthenocarpy, C. Pathogens, D. Pathology. In this question, the correct answer is A. Parthenogenesis. This parthenogenesis is a process whereby some organisms reproduce by developing the young ones from unfertilized eggs. This kind of reproduction is observed in lower animals such as some case of bees and other lower animals. The next question says, fraternal twins are produced when ovary produces two ova and dash A. Both become fertilized, B. One becomes fertilized while the other becomes unfertilized, C. One divides into two while the other remains unfertilized, D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Both become fertilized. Fraternal twins means unidentical twins. Well, studies have shown that in humans, unidentical twins are produced when a woman releases two eggs from her ovary, and when these eggs are released, these two eggs will be fertilized by different sperm cells. So after successful fertilization of these two eggs, it will now lead to formation of fraternal or non-identical twins. The next question says, an example of a viviparous animal is dash A. Hen, B. Rat, C. Cockroach, D. Lizard. In this question, the correct answer is B. Rats. So a viviparous animal means an animal that reproduces by giving birth to the young ones alive. So among these options, it is rat that has the ability of reproducing through giving birth to the young ones alive. Other options we have here reproduce by laying eggs. The next question says, the process of removing amniotic fluid from a woman that is pregnant for few weeks for scientific examination is called dash A. Genetic counseling, B. Amniocentesis, C. Palpation, D. Immunization. In this question, the correct answer is B. Amniocentesis. Where studies have shown that scientists can remove what we call amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid means a fluid in a pregnant woman that cushions the baby. Research have shown that a baby in the womb is into this amniotic fluid, and some cells of the baby, especially the discarded cells from the skin, can be found in this amniotic fluid. So scientists can take this amniotic fluid to run a test to check some genetic issues in that baby to know what to do. So the process of bringing out this amniotic fluid from that pregnant woman for different scientific examination is best described as amniocentesis. The next question says, each month the womb lining thickens up in readiness to receive fertilized egg. If the egg is not fertilized, the lining and some blood are lost through the vagina. This process is called dash A. Ovulation, B. Gestation, C. Fertilization, D. Menstruation. In this question, the correct answer is D. Menstruation. So menstruation is a process whereby some blood from the endometrium are lost through the vagina, Studies have shown that in a woman that is mature, her ovary releases eggs every month. So when the ovary releases egg, the egg will travel to the oviduct to wait for sperm cells. So if at the end of the day the sperm cell didn't enter to fertilize the egg cell will rupture and some blood will be lost through the body of that woman. The whole process of rupturing and the loss of these ruptured eggs in form of blood and other things is what we call menstruation. The next question says, which of the following reproduces by budding? A. Rats. B. Yeast. C. Cat. D. Housefly. In this question, the correct answer is B. Yeast. Budding is a type of asexual reproduction whereby an organism produces its offspring by forming outgrowths called buds, which later detach themselves from the parent organism. And scientists have done a research with yeast and discovered that if a yeast wants to reproduce, an outgrowth, the offspring of this yeast called the buds will begin to grow on its body, and after some time these offspring known as buds will begin to detach themselves from the parent yeast to become independent. So this process of producing this offspring is what we call budding, and is one of the types of asexual reproduction. The next question says, the dominant stage in the life cycle of mosses and liverwort is the dash generation. A. Sporophyte generation. B. Gametophyte generation. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Gametophyte generation. So mosses and liverworts are classified as bryophytes in plant studies, and research have shown that these plants called mosses and liverwort don't have flowers, so they can reproduce both sexually and asexually. But the dominant stage in the life cycle of these bryophytes known as mosses and liverworts is the gametophyte generation. If this is the first time you are watching our video, if this is the first time you are joining this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because in this channel we study different topics in biology with questions and answers for better understanding. Thank you once again for joining this channel.